What's going on, everybody? Doc and Sloth. We are back with some more Halo Wars 2 and some more Deathmatch, believe it or not. We're going to continue to refine our
We're
strategy.
actually
We're
we're
actually
actually
playing
playing an RTS
it.
for the RTS.
Finally.
Yeah, we're going double Elsa. We we've kind of been refining and trying to actually play the strategy part of this game because we really enjoyed the standard deathmatch RTS style of Halo Wars 1. I know we put a lot of time and effort into Blitz and all that, but this is a really solid, well-rounded game. So we're going to give this a shot. There has been a rise in the hero meta, and we're going to see no different from Serina. The Bison is going to be a really good way to completely freeze out the other team and kind of halt their production entirely. So that's going to be kind of our goal. We are going to keep an eye out on this map in particular for infantry rush because in between our bases or like right outside of our bases, we do have a place where units can be garrisoned. And that was kind of a big rush kind of meta for a little while is build up a bunch of infantry, pop them right down in that spot, and then you can actually see just enough to throw down leader powers and things like that to instantly start hitting the other team's base. So we will keep an eye out for that.
Yeah, I'm trying to also refine my technique for what I build, what I send my units to do. This was a bad move. I do want to focus on, we talked in our last video, there's a couple different ways, especially running two with this, that you can kind of manipulate it a little bit. Yeah, I'm changing my mind again. I personally like to try to get built up a little bit faster and get to that third leader point, which is what I'm going to try to do here. Very cool. I also feel like grabbing, you're doing right here, grabbing one. E.
Yeah, running out and grabbing those extra points or those extra resources and stuff is a really good idea.
Place up. Ready. Where can I go?
So I think at about a minute 30 in, got the Bison pumping.
Yep.
It's going to be coming out here very shortly. It does not take very much resource investment at all to get that thing up. So I think it's 300 supply and 275 energy, and then it's going to be really important to upgrade that one time, and then push a leader point into cryotech advances.
Okay.
So if you guys saw the first video, you'll kind of know how this build works, and it's actually been a pretty popular build in general. So probably know a little bit of what it's like, but we're gonna keep trying to refine it. We're gonna do a little 1-2 punch, and kind of focus on here in just a little bit if the other team is able to hold out.
Yeah, we'll see how this one goes. Going to,
Frost Raven.
actually gonna grab. Start. Both of up this. Yep.
Leader point earned.
Got my second hit.
Local units.
We're moving.
Supply pad upgrade complete.
Now I do want to focus in on, like I said, I'm going to be a little bit more trying to build.
Our allies are attacking the enemy base.
Are you pushing yours back behind there? Off. Bunch of.
Eager to give her a field test, sir.
Now see, he's going to put his in the back. I'm actually going to keep mine and lock it down right here in the front. and try to get a little bit of both. This is probably a pretty bad guy.
An enemy structure has been destroyed. Local units. Local units. We've destroyed an enemy structure. Local units.
Yeah, this is not going very well for this guy. This badly.
Mini base complete.
I'm just gonna keep building here. I think we should be good.
An enemy structure has been destroyed.
Yeah. Sad to say, this is a pretty brutal technique here,
Our allies are attacking the enemy base.
especially when it works like this. Go up Eric's on that side.
Local units.
Keep this frozen.
Oh yeah. Enter the
Keep
kill
hitting
zone.
this.
Supply pad upgrade complete.
We want to try to get the seismic blast here. Seismic blast, if you guys don't know, really can punish.
Our allies are attacking the enemy base.
Really can punish the frozen buildings. Get this guy down.
Destroyed an enemy structure.
Lock that
Fire base constructed.
right over.
Rally point set.
There. That helps off out here. Up a couple of.
Bison ready to support. Over.
Again, locking down the bison is absolutely key in this. And what it does, if you guys don't know, essentially just freezes in this blue circle area right here. Freezes units, freezes everything in that. As you can see, Sloth is actually using his ice walls pretty good. I haven't committed those for myself yet. You have that up, this up, this up, that up. I think we should be good. But here, seismic blast dropping in. If I can wait till this gets frozen and seismic blast down, and just a good amount of damage there with all of that. Honestly, you can see Sloth's cryo troops here, just brutal, absolutely brutal. I hate to say it, it's not going well for the enemy team. Now they do have a second base, which is interesting. Base up here. Something's up for sure. Got that building.
Upgrade complete.
Got that
Our
base.
allies are attacking the enemy base.
Unlock here. I might have lost off actually on
Generator constructed.
volume. Not sure, but this is the kind of strategy that you don't need to talk to your teammate. As sad as it sounds. I'm just gonna hold out
Structure
and
has been destroyed.
play like we would normally here. And I'm just gonna be
Our allies are attacking the enemy.
building these units up, be searching, make sure that we're not getting punked by anything here.
We've destroyed an enemy structure.
Yeah, I actually hit population cap there for a short period of time.
Fuck, you're back.
And yeah, sorry, I was wondering what was happening. I was talking for a long time.
I was talking without you.
Well, that works, man. That's probably better, to be honest.
Allies are attacking the enemy base.
I was just saying that this is one of those kinds of strategies, sadly, you don't really need to talk to your teammate.
Well, that's what I was simply showing there. That's all that was.
What surprises me here is that we have not eliminated either one of these players yet.
I think the one was eliminated.
Was he? I wasn't.
Hostiles located.
Yeah, believe so.
Based.
And this guy is going to keep pushing these sentinels.
I've picked up quite a few base spots here. There we go. Well,
Yeah, I saw that. You're a little base guy.
as everybody knows, I like to expand. I like to keep it rolling. I'm gonna be honest. This is a hard strategy to not win with. Both those guys were level 52, which shows me that they're not necessarily the best players, but they're not necessarily bad players either. They've got quite a bit of time in the game, and it just kind of goes to show that this strategy here, when ran effectively, is quite good. Quite good.
Yeah, absolutely. The kind of pushing and the focusing on one person, kind of building the pressure point there, and just straight up freezing those bases so that no production can happen, is it's hard to beat.
I will interestingly say that that guy did get that second base, and he had it built up pretty, pretty, pretty well for only being, I don't know, 5 or 6 minutes into the game. So I don't know. The only thing that I'm not sure of, which is kind of an interesting strategy now that I'm kind of thinking through it, is if you are getting freezed out and you're running twos, I wonder if it still allows you to ship materials to your teammate.
Just to kind of get a last ditch, just to build some things up.
Yeah.
I'd be interested to see.
Yeah, that's an interesting. If anybody knows, if anybody does know or has faced this build and tried to do that, let us know down in the comments. I would really be interested to see if that is a capability. I'm not sure because it's not really tied directly to that supply pad or that generator, although you need it to be able to do that. And I don't know if being frozen completely locks you out of anything, or if it just locks it out of its production. I will say it takes me a little bit longer than I thought to be able to get the seismic blast, but I was able to use it on, I think, that second base and deal some pretty good damage. So I don't mind that. I will say it seems like you going the cryo troopers was a pretty good option, and I think running the split where I was very heavy in Marines, you very heavy in cryo troopers, I think is key. I think that helps to provide a lot of damage and a lot faster freezing capability, obviously.
Yeah, the chilling aura on the cryo troopers with the cryotech advances is, and that's what really I think beefs everything up, because you get so many of those cryo troopers, pardon me, and they're all freezing just by standing there, and they're shooting and stuff too. So it's really quickly. You're able to knock out entire bases, and I mean just freeze out entire bases really quickly.
Yeah, this Serina for me actually kind of harkens back to when Kansana was first released, and how I won't say she was pretty overpowered, like her Inferno was, and some of that stuff before they kind of changed how quickly you gain leader abilities, and just some of the capability that she had too. So it's really interesting. It's interesting. Colony seems like a lot of the leaders, when they first drop them, can be pretty overpowered, especially when doubling up with some of the new abilities. So I'll be interested to see. I will expect that more quickly than not, we'll see a shift in Serina, at least in multiplayer, for her ability and the freeze ability. But it'll be interesting. Let us know down in the comments if you're enjoying using her as a leader. We've been trying her out in Blitz. I'm sure you'll see a few videos up of that as well. Not quite as overpowered, still fun to play with, but definitely this multiplayer strategy. If you can refine this, you can definitely get some wins and make yourself climb some ranks pretty quickly. So I've been Doc. That's been Sloth. We're Average Gamer guys. As always, thank you for all the support and spending a few minutes of your day with us. We'll check you in the next one. Thanks for watching.